You're live, Paul.
Welcome to week 5 of our COVID-19 update for the PTS. Welcome, members. Connecticut, give you a little numbers here. Connecticut has over 13,400 cases and 602 deaths. Hartford County has about 2,400 cases of COVID-19. Governor Lamont recently disclosed he will be extending the closures for non-essential businesses, which includes bars and restaurants, until at least May 20th. And it may extend beyond that depending on the facts and the recommendation of the CDC and the national leaders. With that in mind, although we had thought we'd open until May 4th, the club will be closed at least until June 1st. Again, we're going to continue to revisit and take direction from the federal, state, and local health authorities. But the club and its properties, the pavilion, the bocce court, the fire pits, will remain closed to all up until at least June 1st. Brian's going to continue to monitor the club and the security of the club during this time. He's installed a new bar window. He's installed a new trophy case that Aldo Vernasoni has been wanting for months and years. Also, there's a new banner that is hanging at the gates of the club thanking the first responders and the healthcare workers for their efforts with COVID-19. Also, the bird, we did get the bird out of the club, and we have found where the bird is entering the club, so we're going to address that issue and get that closed up. From a financial standpoint, dues are due by the end of the month. We roughly have 70% of our members have paid their dues. We have 66 members that still have not paid. So I urge you to get your dues in as soon as possible. From a scholarship standpoint, talking with Jason Indominio, he does not have any applications in hand as yet, although he does have a couple people that have contacted him and said they would be sending it in shortly. So again, the due date is April 30th, so get those applications in. We're looking to award a number of scholarships, $1,500 apiece to our members, kids or grandchildren. From a vendor standpoint, Mike Senacore has reported we have no issues with vendors. Our COVID-19 response team, led by Chris Cody, had a very busy week last week for Chris and his group. We had the Easter Bunny for the kids on Easter Sunday with a Zoom telecast. And he's been heavily involved with the Members Helping Members program. Rather than me get into a lot of details, I'm going to let Chris talk about all the things that the group is doing on his behalf. With that in mind, I'm going to turn it over to Lynn to see if you have an update on the ladies.
Good evening, everybody. I'd like to report that all of our members are doing well. Our board is very happy to talk to everybody as we do our wellness checks, and everybody seems to be doing great, in good spirits. We do have 2 scholarships in, and hopefully we'll get another 1 or 2 in before the deadline at the end of the month, so there's still time. Our dues are still due, and we have about 20 people still outstanding. So if we could get that in and get it over with, that would be great. Since we don't have our meetings, we normally sing happy birthday to our members. So this time we sent out birthday cards to all the members who had a birthday in April. So you should have gotten a card. And that's about it from us, except I'd like to say that all of our members who received food care packages were overwhelmed and overjoyed with what they received, and so impressed with what the club is doing. Thank you. Chris?
Thanks, Lynn. First, before I go in and do a recap of some of the stuff that we've done last week, I want to thank Paul specifically because it's been a lot of sleepless nights in the last week, and I'm very happy to find out that we were able to find out where the bird was getting into the building, and that we've gotten that taken care of. So to talk a little bit more about the COVID-19 task force, I want to just say I appreciate everything that everyone has done. Especially last week, it was really busy. There's been all kinds of coordination with people sending emails and volunteering to make meals and do transportation. So to all of you, we certainly appreciate all your efforts. Last week on Thursday, we were able to send out over 60 meals that were prepared, going to 23 recipients. So that was fantastic. Joe Grella had handled the transportation, managed that whole process. So special Sabadosa and Dave. Kevin Ferry and Leslie are supposed to be making masks this week, which are going to be great. We're going to hand those out with the baskets that we're going to be sending out. We're sending out follow-up weekly food distribution on Tuesdays and Fridays. So that's going to be fantastic. Same thing, 2 to 3 meals per care package, to try to put ourselves in a position to keep those at most risk in their houses and try to provide them with some good home cooked meals. So we're going to do this all the way into May. If you would like to help do a meal, please contact me. I'll be happy to send you what the schedule is. We're not looking for gourmet. We're looking for food made with love. So if you can do that, I'd appreciate your assistance. With regard to some final things, yesterday morning, one of our very good members, longtime members, John Tracy, had a fire in the middle of the night between 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. He had a tremendous amount of loss with 2 vehicles and the contents of his house. So what you may see, for those of you who are on the email blast, there's been a GoFundMe page that's been set up. Reaction has been tremendous from the club. I encourage all of you who have the opportunity to donate anything to try to throw some money that way. John's wife is she's a nurse at the Hartford Hospital, working on the front lines during this crisis. So any help that you can provide for the Tracys would certainly be appreciated. That's all I have for right now. Hopefully everyone is well, healthy. If there's anyone who has a need, food, doctor's appointment, if they need somebody to go grocery shopping or pick up medicine, please reach out to us and we will do our best to try to help you. With that, Paul, I'll turn it back to you.
Thanks, Chris. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Glenn. I'd like to thank Chris and all his team and all the volunteers that are really to keep our members safe and supporting them. You guys are doing a great job and really appreciate it. Just urge all the members to stay safe, continue to do what you're doing, being diligent, and stay healthy. And until next week, God bless you, and we'll see you then.